Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Rav'n Moon's Astro Forecast. Today is Monday, March 27th, 2023, and I'm so pleased and thrilled that you're joining me. Hope everyone had a great weekend. As I said on my last episode that Mars would be moving into Cancer, it made this shift on Monday, March 25th. For a little bit, let's just talk about Mars. Mars is the way that we take action in the zodiac. It gives way to maybe our impulsive nature, as well as how we express anger and frustration. Mars is also a window to our lovemaking. If Venus is love, Mars is sex. While Mars is in Cancer, you can expect more activity on the home front. I'd say projects that are related to home improvement or improving your family life, whether with children or your spouse, even our immediate family would fall under this. So any progress that you want to make with your family relations or your home would definitely be blessed during this time. Now, if your Mars is afflicted, you might also have some issues on the home front, but I don't usually find that with the transit. Usually that is dependent on your house position, but we'll go into that a little bit more. And we're Cancer rules the home, so does the fourth house. So, but we'll get into house positions later. For Mars in Cancer natives, and again, a native is someone that is born with the aspect or transit in their birth chart. So people born with Mars in Gemini, you might be described as a little moody. You might also take your frustrations and angers out at home, where you don't really let everybody else see it, but when you're at home, you might let everything out there, which isn't exactly the best place to put that energy. Regardless, sometimes you will find a lot of attention and focus on home and home ownership. You'll also find a lot of home repairmen and handymen with Mars in Cancer. So one other thing, while Mars is transiting Cancer, I think I already said that in your personal life, lovemaking might be a little bit more tender, sensitive, a little bit more emotional, and that's usually a beautiful thing, at least for us women. Mars is actually in its fall in Cancer. So you'll hear me say things like ruling planets, exaltations, fall, detriment. These are all related to how that planet feels in that sign. So Mars is exalted in Capricorn, which makes total sense because Capricorn is such a doer, hardworking, that kind of thing. But Mars is in its fall in Cancer. Cancer is directly opposite of Capricorn. And that's why, again, home energy is not always the most enterprising. Home energy is slower and calmer, and Mars is definitely not a slow or calm planet. So that's why it's considered in its fall. And although I'm saying that Mars is in its fall right now, I think it's a beautiful thing for Mars, because Mars has been retrograde in Gemini for several months. So now we back away from the action and look internally and figure out what do we need to strengthen on the home front. Well, that's my episode on Mars and Mars in Cancer. Thank you again for joining me. My time is almost done. Love to all. Have a happy Monday.